Akiva need a podcast, and they need your help. Can you make it onto the wheel? Rob and Akiva need a podcast. Yeah, they'll buy or sell your ideas. They'll talk about it till you got it, your bill. Every weekend, better attend. You can guess what will be coming up next. Rob and Akiva need a podcast.
Yes, that's right. Oh, so excited for the match game here. Episode number 122 of Rob and Akiva Need a Podcast. And now here is a man who is going to be playing in this week's match game, coming off of last week's best week ever. Here is Uncle Kiwi, Akiva Winokur.
I feel like you really have a pep in your step as you're a great podcast host and entrepreneur, whatever you do.
Go on.
But
yes.
I feel like your calling in life was as a game show host.
A wannabe game show host. Yeah.
Well, I mean, ideally, the wannabe, like you would be the game show host. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your calling in life isn't to be a wannabe game show host. That would be strange.
Yes. That was
a fake game show host. That's your idea.
Game show contestant. I mean, that's how I got involved with Survivor. Ooh, game show. Okay. Check this out. Mm-hmm. So I'm very excited to play the match game. This has been on the wheel for quite some time. It was in quicksand. It is saved from the quicksand, and we've got a great panel. I'm so excited to play. Of course, we're coming off of last week's best week ever episode with Chappelle. Great reviews from last week's episode. People loved hearing from Chappelle. I thought that was a fun concept. Any feedback for you, Uncle Kiwi?
Very positive. People said it's very easily replicable. Like you do that again whenever, since it's just whatever's happening that week.
All right. Maybe let's 9 episodes from now, let's re-explore best week ever. But we're very excited about the match game. And boy, what a treat we have here today, because Akiva is going to be taking on, we said, okay, we're going to find somebody for Akiva to match up with. Who would be a great matchup for Akiva in the match game? And Akiva, you found a worthy opponent today.
A RAANAP. I don't want to say a staple, but someone who's a returning champion, a veteran of the RAANAP process. And I figured, I don't know exactly what the stakes are today, what we're playing for, but I figured maybe we could figure out once and for all who Rob's favorite co-host of all time is today.
Okay, please welcome back to the podcast for the first time since the Family Feud. Here is back on another game show. It's the great Stephen Fishback. Stephen, how are you?
I'm so honored to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I am here to unite the belts of the podcasts. I am the knowingest know-it-all, and now I'm going to win the title on this podcast. So they're going to join the belts.
Stephen, so happy that you're here, and also that Mazel Tov on the birth of your daughter since the last time that you've been on the podcast.
Yeah, she's now today 4 months old. I'm missing her, our big month day celebration to be here with you guys. Rob, you sent some very nice wedding gifts, or I'm sorry, birth gifts. What do you say? Baby gifts. Also wedding. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Wedding gifts were fine, but the baby gifts were great. Kiv, you didn't. Nobody else here did either. So
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So everyone dropping the ball.
Yes. And Stephen, how is a new fatherhood treating you?
It's great. I'm tired. Running a little late today because there was a search for a lost coffee cup. It's wonderful.
You're already giving the baby coffee to drink. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, we felt like she wasn't, quite as quick as we wanted her to be. Like not quick-witted, no like verbal sparring yet. So we thought coffee might help solve that. Okay.
All right. And are you a big match game guy?
Love the match game. Very, very excited to participate. Loved Gene Rayburn as a host. A lot of like a fun, wacky energy.
Okay. All right. Well, we should have a lot of fun energy because we have an all-star panel here today. Let's meet the stars that you will be trying to match with, Akiva and Stephen. Okay. First off, a man who is a Twitch streaming superstar. You hear him every week on 90 Day Fiance, RHAP Ups, Masked Singer, Masked Dancer, and more. Here is the great Puya Zanvakili. Puya, how are you?
I am good, Rob. It is an honor to finally be on a podcast with Stephen. Very excited about this. Very excited. And of course, to be with you, the schmuck, and your partner in crime, the a-hole. Very excited for this week.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see this match game play out. And just happy to be part of this amazing cast.
Is that the title Stephen's trying to steal? The a-hole?
Yeah, exactly. I'll be the knowingest know-it-all and the biggest a-hole.
All right. Also here with us today on the panel. This is 2 days in a row for me podcasting with this woman. We just got done talking about Survivor's greatest musical numbers, coming back to RAANAP after too long of a layoff. It's the great Jenny Autumn. Jenny, how are you?
I'm great. I was so excited when this came up on the wheel. Like my heart skipped a little. And so being asked to be on the panel is a great honor. I love this game show. I watched the old version and the new version is wild. They always get to drink. So I finally feel like no shame about having like a cocktail here because it's part of the game apparently in every iteration. So I'm here to have a good time.
Yeah, the more you drink, the harder it gets for Akiva and Steven. So
excellent.
all part of the game. All right.
Rob,
also,
speaking of drinking, I think
yes.
the last time we had Jenny on, if I'm not mistaken, we
Jenny's
had like
birthday.
just many drunken people hanging out behind Jenny. It doesn't seem to be.
It was my birthday and yours, Steve. Come on.
Mhm. Yes. For what was it called? I'm a RAANAP celebrity. Get me out of here. I believe was the.
I was
game we
supposed
played
to
today.
be there against my will, so you have to take me however you got me at that point.
All right. Making her RAANAP debut, she is the co-host of the brand new Temptation Island Wrap Up with Kirsten McInnes. Please welcome Maggie Morgan. Maggie, how are you?
Hi, I'm so excited to be here. I can't believe I get to be on Rob and Akiva Need a podcast. And like Jenny said, I get to drink like throughout the whole thing. This is my ideal Saturday night, baby. Let's do it.
Okay. Maggie, are you a match game fan?
Yes. I mean, Akiva sent me like a clip of the new one to watch, and I was like, oh, trust me, I was 11 years old watching the Game Show Network. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I know everything. I know Charles with Pipe. I know it all. I'm ready.
All right, Maggie, welcome. Returning to RAANAP, she did not have a successful game show debut in her first appearance, but it was early in the morning. Please welcome our chief international Survivor correspondent here on Rob as a Podcast. It's Shannon Gus. Shannon, how are you?
I'm good. I love that created the legacy of Icon Podcast early in the morning. It's 9:30 now Sydney time, which is like 6:30 my time, so it's pretty early for me. So we'll see how this goes.
Okay, and Shannon, that Akiva and Steven are playing for Chissy points.
Yes. Well, yes. Yeah. I mean, I guess you can get the new Chizzy merch if you win. Rob will send it to you.
Mine's on the way.
For free.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Send me a photo when you get it.
I will. Oh, I will. All right. Welcome, Shannon. Wait, a man who his idea has been on the wheel for some time, and Akiva recently vetoed what would have been his appearance on Rob and Akiva Need a Podcast. Here's Jason Reed. Jason, how are you?
Yes, for those wondering who the hell this person is and why is he here, I'm pretty sure I'm only here out of Akiva guilt for vetoing my idea. So I just want to talk to Steven. First of all, Steven, you did not get my diaper genie I sent you?
No, but that was such a. I mean, that's exactly what we needed. That's what we wanted.
I get you to track and to see where it's at.
Yeah, you've got. You get points too. Everyone else is still. Yeah.
So and Steven, if we play and you match me, the answer is always going to be veto. Just so you know.
Okay, and then also here with us to play the match game, of course, that he podcasts about Love Island on RHAP. You could also hear him talk about The Challenge on the Dom and Colin podcast. Brian Scally is here. Brian, how are you?
I'm good. I'm, I don't know if people would normally call this intellectual, but more so than the other shows that I'm usually talking about. I'm excited to be here for the first time. I, like Maggie, huge fan of the Game Show Network, basically nocturnal in college. This was on quite a bit for me.
Okay. All right. Well, those are wild nights in college watching the Game Show Network. All right, so let's just explain how the game is going to work. We will ask a question. I have 4 rounds prepared. We will ask a question to Akiva, a question to Steven. They will give us an answer, and they will try to match our panel. We will play a little bit differently from the modern incarnation, where we are playing for up to 6 points each round. Then we will tally up the scores at the end of our 4 rounds. So, Steven or Akiva, do either of you need a refresher on how the questions will work?
No.
Take those. Take those. No, Akiva, you're good. You know how this is all going to play.
I do. I mean, the audience might, but I know how it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched. Rob's one request for today was everyone, brush up on the rules. So I
Right.
sent everyone the link,
Well,
and I think we all know the rules.
We played this with the survivors back in the fall of 2017. We played a all-star survivor panel. We had Zeke, Hannah, Aubrey, Nick Majorano, Aris, and David Wright. And some of them did not know the exercise, and they also got very drunk, and it was a lot of fun, but it was a giant mess. So hopefully we were able to keep things a little bit more on track here today on Rob and Akiva Need a Podcast match game. So for instance, just for the people playing at home, that we will give you a question. For instance, you might get a question like, Rob and Akiva are such boomers. When they first heard of TikTok, they thought it was an app about blank. And then Akiva or Steven will give us an answer. And then our celebrities will write down on their paper. Everybody's got paper and marker ready to go. And they will then reveal one at a time and try to get as many matches as they can. All right.
Can I have that
Steven.
question? That's a good question. I like that one.
Yes. Yeah. Steven, since you are the guest, I'll let you, would you like to receive or defer?
Wow. I think I want to go second. I think it's good to get the lay of the land strategically, how things are
kick
happening.
off.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Question number 1 for Akiva. Here we go. All right. This one is submitted to us by listener Trevor Chong. We got submissions all week long from listeners, and also I got a lot of help from Dan Sinensky and former RAANAP guest alumni Sarah from Sydney. Sarah Carradine also was a great help. Question number 1. Rob and Akiva lost the crappy movie diaper on their trip to Mardi Gras. They found it being worn by blank. Rob and Akiva lost the crappy movie diaper on their trip to Mardi Gras, and they found it being worn by blank. Okay. Now, our panelists will write down their answer, and then we'll ask Akiva what he thinks his answer is going to be. And we'll see if we can get a match. So just give me a signal when everybody has their pen down. This is our musical accompaniment, YouTube safe, copyright free. Okay, all right. Is everybody ready? Everybody's good on the panel?
Complaints about that music. Better a copyright strike.
All right. Akiva. Rob and Akiva lost the crappy movie diaper on their trip to Mardi Gras. They found it being worn by blank.
I'm going to say, see, it's good. I think I got this question specifically, not Steven, because I feel like it's more RAANAP specific. I'm going to say the King Cake Baby.
King Cake Baby. Okay. All right. Let's go to the panel and see what they said. Okay. All right. First up, Puya. Who was wearing the crappy movie diaper?
Wish it was the King Cake Baby, because it might be a little less terrifying, but it was Pierre the Pelican. That's right, the mascot for the New Orleans Pelicans, Pierre the Pelican.
Okay, not a match. Okay, Jenny.
So once upon a time, I was the person that suggested you and Rob and Akiva stan the King Cake Baby. It's got to be the King Cake Baby.
All right, that's a match.
Also.
Thank you.
Yes, very nicely done. Okay, Maggie.
Yes.
Who was wearing the crappy movie diaper?
Well, I thought about saying Steven's newborn child, but I thought that would be unfair because we're just meeting. Literally, we met 5 minutes ago, Steven, and I don't want to say rude things about your daughter. But I also said the King Cake Baby.
Oh, yes. I wish you'd said my child. My God, that would be.
Okay, let's go to Shannon. Shannon, what did you put down?
I want to say I don't know much about what I'm doing here. I don't know what the crappy movie diaper is. I
Yes.
don't know what the king cake baby is. So I want to say it's miraculous and maybe an indication of how much I absorb on the sidelines that I said the king cake baby.
King cake baby. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Jason.
Yes, the first thing I thought was that, and as much as Akiva is my ops, unfortunately, we have matched King Cake Baby.
King cake
I'm able to
baby.
see
All
that.
right. Wow. All right. That's 4. You can make it 5 if Brian Scally said the king cake baby.
All right. I know that it was missing. He's often hard to find, especially on Twitter these days, but I also said the king cake baby.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Akiva's off to a fast start.
This isn't great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Akiva, look at you.
5
Did you
points, not
cons-
bad.
Did you consider anything else, Akiva?
I don't. It's not like I was so locked into King Cake Baby, but I didn't have a second option. No.
Okay. All right. So let's go to Steven. Steven has to return serve here. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's say this question was submitted by Tommy Guam. For question number 1 for Steven. Nicole Sesternino was so mad at Rob for podcasting too long.
How mad was she?
Nice.
She was about to cut off his blank.
Oof.
Nicole was so mad at Rob for podcasting for too long, she was about to cut off his blank.
I'd rather
All
the
right.
eat noise, I think. We got a lot of complaints about the eat noise, by the way.
All right. Everybody's writing down their answers. Nicole gets very mad when I podcast for too long or when I'm supposed to be watching the kids. She threatened to cut off.
Who is watching the kids? You okay on that?
I'm
The iPad is
I hear
watching the
them.
kids.
They're watching each other.
Yeah. They're in
That's
some
good
Public
enough.
Among Us games. Those guys are keeping an eye on.
Yeah. Public
With the
Among
Among
Us.
Us kids? I'm surprised
That's
the
who
kid is
you
not
want
there.
watching your kids.
Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm showing Steven how it's done. Okay.
If
All
TV
right.
was the babysitter of the 80s, I think the Public Among Us games were really holding it down in 2021.
All right, Steven. Nicole was so mad that Rob was podcasting for too long. She was about to cut off his blank.
So I was initially thinking maybe his beard, but then you look so handsome with that beard that Nicole would never do that to herself.
Mhm.
So I was thinking, what truly makes Rob, Rob? What would like truly unman him? Nicole would cut off your plaid shirt.
Okay, plaid. All right, let's go to the panel and see if we can find any matches. All right, Puya, what was the First Lady of Podcasting going to cut off?
Steven and I were initially on the same page. The beard was a thing, but obviously it looks too good. And as a beard advocate myself, would want that to happen. But I went further down south. I said the McNuggets. I said the McNuggets were getting cut off. So, oops.
All right, Jenny.
So you have me thinking about how the plaid gets cut off of you. Like, does she come in with scissors? And like you're in the middle of a video, like she's essentially derobing you on camera with like
gonna
a
take a
pair
while.
of shears. Like a very interesting concept. Unfortunately, I know that Rob has had this issue with power outages. I said the Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
That's a good answer. That's a better answer.
Okay. All right. We're still looking for our first match. Maggie, what is
So-
Nicole going to cut off?
So I initially also had the thought of the plaid, but then I couldn't figure out logistically how to make it work.
People can cut off a
So,
shirt.
I
What do you
know,
think
I'm
happens in
sorry.
hospitals?
We'll accept
I'm
shirt. We'll
sorry.
take shirt. We'll accept
Nicole
shirt.
is a
sorry,
nurse. She
Steven.
knows how to
Yes.
But
Doesn't work in the emergency room.
I was just taken back to the time that I was doing a podcast with Rob, and he had no power in his house. But he did manage to have the most important thing, which was a portable ring light to make sure that his skin and his face was aglow. So I said his ring light. She would cut off his ring light.
Okay. Shannon, we're still looking for that first match for Steven.
Plaid, I'm sorry, did not really cross my mind. Like, I was either going to take it pretty R-rated for 9:30 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
you know, going in a similar direction to Puya, but I also said Wi-Fi.
His Wi-Fi. Okay. Jason.
So I was going to go blue at first as well. But then I figured Steven's kind of a sophisticated guy. He might not go that route. Or also like the panelists on the show that Akiva sent me used penis quite a few times. So I thought maybe that would be a good way to go. But I went the podcast route and I said microphone cord.
Microphone
I almost
cord.
did microphone. I was very close to the microphone cord.
Yeah. My wife's threatened that a few times.
Yeah. All right. All right. Brian, can you help Steven get off the schneid? Can you get him 1 point in this round?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know, I know Rob has a backup of Plaid always at the disposal. So I thought more effective would be his power.
Power. Okay.
I wish I'd had the king cake baby question now.
Okay. All right. All right. That's just 1 round. This is 1 round. Okay. Kiva could bomb around. And we'll be right back.
Steven, you won the what were you on for? Family Feud?
Family Feud, yeah. It was a great
and you won that game, right?
You were, I came in expecting to win again. Now I'm being humbled.
Not only did Steven win, weren't you ranked first in Chester's insane?
I think there might have been one person
rankings?
higher than me. Yeah.
Yeah, very
Well,
highly
unfairly
ranked.
though.
Yeah. If Shabbat ends, Rob, we could get Chester's with sight unseen rankings of the 9 of us by the end of this podcast.
All right, here we go. All right, question number 2 for Akiva. You ready, Akiva?
And scores carry over, right? It's not like I got to
carry
win in
over.
that round.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. This is question number 3. All right, for Akiva. Jaunty Jordan Kalish wanted to really impress his new date, but she stormed out of the restaurant when he put seeds on his blank. Jaunty Jordan Kalish wanted to really impress his new date, but she stormed out of the restaurant when he put seeds on his blank. Panelists are writing. Kiva looks stoic. Pens are moving. In case you didn't know, we have the video available of this podcast on our YouTube channel. If you want to see all of this action.
Steven, do you know who Jordan Kalish is?
Yeah, of course.
he
He's
does.
Spencer Bledsoe's voice double.
Yeah.
That is true.
All right. Jaunty Jordan Kalish wanted to really impress his new date, but she stormed out of the restaurant when he put seeds on his blank. Akiva.
You said on because I was leaning soup, but that's really more of an in, right? I don't know. This is hard because I want to say bagel, but who's getting a bagel at a restaurant? And why would she be mad? Why would she storm out if that's the one place you put seeds?
We do need an answer.
So I don't know. All right, I'll say bagel. I'll say even though that's like the wrong answer technically, I'll say bagel. I'm trying to get matches here, not be right.
All right. Yeah. The object of the game is to come up. What do you think the panel said? All right.
Yeah.
All right, Puya. Once upon a time, you and Jordan Kalish started talking about bagels, and a internet sensation was born. What do you think Jordan's date stormed out of the restaurant when he put seeds on his blank?
It's a lot of things to unpack here, Rob. We did give Jordan Case the relevance that he now has, and he's holding on to dearly. So, Keith, you said what restaurant would have bagels? You think Jordan Kalish is hitting up a 5-star restaurant? He took her to the deli. Let's be real. Like they're going to the deli. That's where they're at. Okay. Now, the truth here is that he can just get a bagel with seeds on it already. He's not going to seeds on seeds. He's probably going to go for an everything. What would be ridiculous is if he whipped out that little Tupperware of his that we know he has, and he shoved some bagels onto his cream cheese, which would be just a little bit too much. But that is the Jordan way.
Except is cream cheese is not bagel, correct?
No, cream cheese is not bagel.
You know what a bagel is?
No.
It's a piece of toast.
Well, cream cheese is on top of a bagel.
This is what your goyishness is showing here. You know,
Yeah.
they're two different objects.
Yes, yes. I thought they were the same this whole time. I thought that was
Cream cheese is not bagel. No, that is.
Yes.
Put that on a shirt.
Okay. All right. Jenny. Jordan wanted to impress his new date. She stormed out when he put seeds on his blank.
This was troublesome for me from the moment you opened your mouth, Rob. As soon as I heard seeds, baby, I knew what direction I was going, and then the form of the question didn't quite work with where I thought I was going. And so I really struggled with this, and oh god, I just his little Kalish.
No.
Seeds, baby. I'm so sorry. Listen, they say there's always a penis one. I'm sorry. Okay.
No need to apologize. Okay. All right, Maggie.
So, before I give my answer, I would like to apologize to Jordan Kalish, who I've never met him. I don't know him. Sorry to this man.
Oh God.
You know, you said jaunty Jordan Kalish, and me and Jenny were just feeling the same way. So I said his jaunty little Kalish. I don't know. I'm sorry, Jordan. I look forward to meeting you.
Maggie, you're my soulmate.
All right, no matches yet. All right, Shannon, frequent visitor to This Week in Survivor History, knows Jordan Kalish well.
I want to say, hey, girl, hey, firstly. And look, my experience of the match game is Rob's match event from 2017 and the one episode Akiva sent me last night. And I'm going to give some strategic advice, as I want to do. If you're struggling with a question, it seems like go with the penis answer. Like, really reliable standby. I did not go there. I said face, but I'm just saying to you guys, say penis more than you're currently saying it.
Okay.
That's a lot, Shannon.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yes. Don't take that out of context. Okay. All right. Jason, do you know why Jordan's date stormed out when he put seeds on his blank?
So, very broad question. But I didn't know where to go. Of course, like everyone else, I want to go penis, but I didn't. I went lips. Kiss those seeds, baby.
Okay. Brian, all right. We were trying to see if you could save Steven from an ofer. Can you save Akiva, ironically, from the bagel?
So the first place my mind went to was Jordan putting seeds on his baby, but knowing that he is not a father, I just went with seeds directly on the plate.
No. All right. So real opportunity for Steven here.
I can come back here. This is incredible.
Yeah, it's comeback time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So question number 2 for Steven. Okay. How about this one? Okay. For Steven. Okay. This is from listener Pat Tad, who submitted, Akiva loves laying down so much.
How much does he love it?
He only jumps up if his wife Mara calls him for blank. Akiva loves laying down so much, he'll only jump up if his wife Mara calls him for blank. Okay, the panel is writing. Hopefully nobody is following Shannon's advice here.
Rob, is this you on the mouth trumpet doing the match game theme?
It certainly is. Okay. Everybody looks ready. All right. Steven could make up some ground here in round 2 if he knows Akiva loves laying down so much, he only jumps up if his wife Mara calls him for blank.
So initially my gut here was to say king cake baby, because I do feel like that, but I feel like I've learned that the thing to do is to go for the sort of layup answer. And that is going to be A mealtime / dinner time.
Okay.
Do I get a
dinner,
slash on that
mealtime.
meal / dinner? Is that that's like, is there like a bagel cream cheese difference
No, I
there?
think it's the same thing. I think that's fair.
Yeah, we'll accept any meal. Okay.
Yeah.
Any meal-based answer. All right. Puya. Kiva loves laying down so much, he only jumps up when his wife Mara calls him for blank.
It's only appropriate that I give you the backstory behind this before I give you the answer.
Yes.
So I've heard this story, the tale that will withstand time and all of us. One time, Akiva ate everyone's pizza crusts in his house. So I said, pizza crust, baby.
Pizza
most
crust?
people.
Is that
No,
what?
no, that's not a meal. No one's making a meal out of
How
pizza
would
crust.
Steven know that story though? Like
It
what
is-
world is he
he
getting that
does.
answer?
It's worth the story. It's worth the story.
Yes. And from what I understand, that Mary did not know about the pizza crust. That was
Yeah, I don't think she knows. I don't think
incognito. Yeah.
I may have accidentally
Stealth
spilled the beans on that one. Spilled the crust.
All right, Jenny. All right. Akiva loves laying down so much he only jumps up when his wife calls him for blank.
Okay, I'm trying to be fair to Steven here because I know that this is very difficult. And I referenced this. I can't remember if it was before we started recording or not at this point. Time is flat circle. But I said public Among Us lobby time. Imagine if Mara wanted to play too.
That was actually my third. I was thinking there. That was my name. I was going to go next. Yeah.
Steven, are you an Among Us guy?
I've never played
a
Among Us. I
Fortnite
really
guy.
want to play Among Us. Colin Stone is always telling me to play Among Us, but I've yet to do it.
4 years from now, Steven will be way into Among Us. Okay. All right. Maggie. All right. Akiva's
Yeah.
going to jump up when Mara calls him for what?
So, just following along, Jenny and I having the same brain. I also said Among Us. But I figured that would be Noam, right? Would probably call you for Among Us rather than your wife.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mara's never called you for Among Us, right? Not yet.
Never.
Not yet.
But you would get out of bed for it.
Yeah. No, don't go. It's an ambush. If she's that's a trick.
That's
If
true.
she's
Very sus if she
I'm getting
brought that
served.
up.
I
that'd be
think,
very
yeah.
sus. Okay. All right. Shannon.
Okay. Well, I also had Among Us on the brain. I thought of the reliable standby dirty answer. I almost went there.
yes.
I don't know Akiva's wife. I didn't want to say that publicly for her. But Steven,
Oh,
Dinner.
a point!
Yes.
A point! Yes.
All right.
Where-
Steven's on the
I
board.
knew
Vibing.
Shannon. I knew it was going to be you who gave me this
Yeah.
point.
Yes.
yeah, I
Okay.
felt good about it.
Jason. All right. Akiva loves laying down so much he only jumps up when his wife calls him for blank.
Okay, first instinct answer was for shoe tying, but I thought Steven wouldn't know that. So I
No, he
wanted to go
does. It
for layup.
came up on Family Feud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I actually like that's a.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did want to go with the layup answer, which I thought was a layup. And unlike
Mhm.
Shannon, I have no shame. So I said sex.
Sex.
The good
Okay.
one. If they'd listened to my advice, it'd be a point.
Mhm.
So, there you go.
Okay. All right. Brian Scally. All right. Here, big spot.
I thought about Shannon's advice, and I also, thought it's dangerous to lay down if you're salivating too much. So along the line, I went with pickles.
Pickles.
a lot of food based, but no real other meal based. Hey, I wasn't shut
I
out.
thought you were going to get more than 1 point there, Steven.
You know what? I consider this some sort of victory, a Pyrrhic victory.
Okay.
I'm
all right.
very
so-
excited about
answer.
that.
Mhm.
I feel bad for Steven having to deal with the niche stories, Puya,
Mhm.
where he has to know about
You're really
everything
glomming
Akiva's
onto
ever
this,
done.
Shannon.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just saying that, look, Steven, if you ever need to pick someone in the future,
Well,
we're doing well. Yeah.
Oh no, this is great. I mean, like I knew we were going to get a point, and I'm really glad it happened.
Yes.
Mhm.
Kiva, what would you have said?
Honestly, I think I would have gone with the same answer as Steven. I think I would have thought about pickles, but I might have just gone with like general dinner and hope for 3 points.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead to round number 3 here.
Oh, there's
And let's-
more rounds.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Two more questions each.
Oh, wonderful.
You okay?
Oh
You
no,
good?
this is great. I have a
Okay.
chance to come
Okay.
back.
Good. You have a chance to come back. Okay. All right. Let's go back to Akiva. Okay, Akiva. Here we go. This is from Sarah Carradine. Sarah from Sydney. That helped us come up with Craigslist Carl has become so popular, he has retired from Craigslist. You can now find him exclusively on blank.
Mm-hmm.
Craigslist Carl has become so popular, you can now find him exclusively on blank.
Okay. While they write, I'll
Right.
explain to Steven who Craigslist Carl is and any new listeners. While Rob does the outro. We did a live show in Minnesota once, Steven.
Oh, I know. I heard all about it. It sounded amazing.
We found a musician on Craigslist, so that's who Craigslist Carl is. That's really the only backstory one would need for this question.
Okay. Craigslist Carl has become so popular, he's retired from Craigslist. Now you could find him exclusively on blank. All right, Akiva. Where are you gonna go?
I don't think the penis is going to work for this one.
No.
Well, you don't know. You don't know. Okay. All right, Akiva.
Yes.
All right. Where can you find Craigslist Carl?
So I think this is like what other app? Not the Craigslist. Is Craigslist? I'm sure they have an app, Craigslist. I've never been on the Craigslist app. But I think I'm leaning towards a music app. I'm going to say TikTok. Kids are on TikTok.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we get any matches for TikTok. All right.
Steven, do you spend any time on TikTok?
I mean, I loved the sea shanties. That was really exciting.
We have our own theme songs.
Oh wow! Oh, I gotta seek that out.
Okay. All right, let's go back.
What
to
are the
Puya.
odds that Steven ever seeks that out?
No, you also don't need to. We'll close the
somebody
episode.
tags him on Twitter. He'll
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
The Fleetwood Mac one that was beautiful. Who didn't watch that? Yeah.
Okay. All right, Puya. Craigslist Carl, so popular. He's retiring from Craigslist. You can find him exclusively on blank.
So I feel like one of the first two things you think of when you think of Craigslist Carl, one is damn that voice, and then second one is damn that bod. So you kind of hedged your bets with the TikTok. I thought, from Craigslist to another place where you can get some images. I went with OnlyFans on this one.
OnlyFans.
Damn.
Okay. Jenny Autumn. Where can you exclusively find Craigslist Carl?
So he went from, posting an ad and having people have to email him or direct message him or whatever. Now he just starts a room and people pop in. He is on Clubhouse with Rob constantly. Are you okay, Rob?
I'm okay. Steven has an account, but he never goes on Clubhouse.
Yes, Steve. But are you aware of your friend's addiction, Steven? That he's addicted.
No, I didn't know this was a huge thing.
it.
I saw that.
Rob
you
is
guys
addicted to Clubhouse.
Yeah.
You don't
At
get
any
the
given-
notifications.
At any given moment, there's a notification on my
So great.
phone that says Rob Sesternino,
Oh.
and then like three
We
other
do
people
Clubhouse
are
match
on
game.
Clubhouse.
Okay. All right.
That would work there. Yeah, it would.
Okay.
Actually,
Then,
yeah.
all right, Maggie. Craigslist Carl. He's retired from Craigslist. Where can you find him?
So, I don't know Craigslist Carl. I wasn't around, I think, for that moment in time.
Yeah.
But when you said he got really popular and he moved to another app, I started to think of other people who I know who've gotten very popular and moved to other apps. People like Pauly Calafiore. So I had the Puya answer and I went with OnlyFans.
All right, Shannon. Where can you find Craigslist Carl these days?
Yeah, I didn't know who Craigslist Carl was.
Mhm.
I think it was, good that it was explained to me, even though I, spoiler alert, didn't get the right answer.
Contextual clues. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, in hindsight, I wish I'd gone Cameo. Not that it was the right answer, but I feel like it's just a better answer. But I did unfortunately say Spotify.
Oh, you got to go exclusively to Spotify to get Craigslist
Do
Carl.
they do exclusive stuff? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Jason, could you tell us where Craigslist Carl, suddenly popular, now resides?
So I went between two answers. One of the answers was TikTok. And I figured that Craigslist Carl might want to, talk with people and get some new ideas for some new songs, jam out together with people, with randos. So I did also go Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. All right. Okay. It's been a minute since we've had a match. Okay,
No,
Brian.
never forget. Very recent.
Brian.
It's been about a minute.
Brian's on top of all the social media. Do you know where Craigslist Carl might
So
be residing?
at first, I am familiar with Craigslist Carl's work, so my
Mhm.
first thought was on the street. But then once you said an app, I ended up, and exclusively, I went with Clubhouse also.
Oh, that would be a big answer.
All right, Clubhouse or OnlyFans would have got you some points in that round, Akiva. But
A big goose egg. Wow, a bagel.
okay, all right. So
I don't know what that says about us, but
No, it's
Alright.
a cream cheese, Akiva. It's a
A
All
cream
right.
cheese.
still some room for Steven to make up some ground here. Okay. All right. Steven, question for you. All right. Dr. Mike, your
Uh-oh.
favorite.
Wow.
I'm
I'm already
so
nervous.
excited.
Yeah.
huge penis, whatever it is. You got it.
Exactly.
Advice.
Dr. Mike was so excited to hear about Robin Akiva's new podcast because he thought RAANAP stood for Robin Akiva Need a Blank.
Wow. I mean,
Dr. Mike
I mean,
was so excited to hear about Robin Akiva's new podcast because he thought RAANAP stood for Robin Akiva Need a Blank.
When did you record this, Rob? A little behind the scenes.
Earlier today, I did a couple different versions. One, I was whistling, so there was too much like a wind on the microphone. Tough to do.
Yeah, we haven't heard a mouth trumpet in a while. We got away from that.
Yeah. Did a couple different versions. I did one that was sort of like more of like a Seinfeld theme song, like a lot more popping to it. All right, Steven. Dr. Mike was so excited about Robin Akiva's new podcast because he thought Robin Akiva, or he thought RAANAP stood for Robin Akiva Need a Blank.
so when I accepted this invitation, I made the conscious choice. I'm not going to go blue, nothing raunchy, trying to be, a family presence now that I'm a father of a small child.
America's dad. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. But with the Dr. Mike question, there's no choice but to do something in the genital region since Dr. Mike is a urologist. I didn't think need a penis was necessarily totally there, so I said need a penis surgery. They need a penis surgery. I was thinking penis enlargement, but I don't know if Mike does the penis enlargements. Some kind of penile surgery.
Surgery. Okay. So that we're going very specific.
Is that more specific than need a penis? I mean, you wouldn't need a penis, right? That would be very strange. And would you go to Mike for needing a penis?
I think anything.
I think a little too much
anything
there,
in that.
Yeah.
I think anything in
Anything in
the
the
range. Give
region?
Steven the points for it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's.
I don't want
let's
your
see what
pity
the pan-
points. I don't want your
Let's see
pity
what the
points.
panel
Then you
says.
should just not say surgery. I think if you don't.
All right,
want
we'll
the
do penis. Okay, we gotta
Okay,
do
fine.
penis.
Okay. Okay.
We'll
Steven,
do
I
penis.
feel like could not have been clearer. I strongly.
I'm trying to be as not blue as possible. Trying
yeah,
to
but
keep
you're
it medical.
behind, Steven.
Yeah.
Is
There's
penis
no room for
surgery
balance
less
here.
blue than penis?
Because it's a medical procedure.
No.
It's not just
You're not
the-
giving the
technical.
medical term.
The surgery makes it medical.
All right, I'm gonna say penis.
He's a
then.
father
All right.
now. His daughter will see this
All right.
one day.
Okay.
You
God, no.
All right.
when you're winning, okay? Not when you're losing. So
Robin Akiva need a penis.
yeah.
All right. Booyah.
I've heard that
Put that
before.
in front. Yeah.
Dr. Mike was so excited to hear about Robin Akiva's new podcast. Robin Akiva Need a Blank.
No matter what's on this piece of paper, I'm gonna need some parodies for Robin Akiva Need a Penis next week. That being said, I did say penis. I just said penis as well.
Oh,
So,
points!
there you go.
Yes.
You get a match. It's a match.
A point for Steven. Okay, Jenny.
So, as you know, I am one of, if not the biggest Dr. Mike stan.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how much my heart needed Steven saying the word penis so many times in one sentence. This
Penis
is
surgery.
delightful. So great. My interpretation is I think that maybe Dr. Mike felt like it was like two P's combined into one, and I went for penis pump.
Okay. Not the same. Okay.
Penis enlargement would have worked though if Steven had gone for that one. We could have gotten it.
All right. Maggie. Dr. Mike thought RAANAP stood
This
for
is not
Robin
good,
Cubanita
Rob.
blank. Yes.
This is not good. I'm not proud of what I've done over here.
Okay.
All right, I'm not proud.
Okay, not proud.
I took this to me in because I was sort of also like Steven, like they are men. They have that. Why would they need a penis? And I know that you both have beautiful wives.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna show you what I did, and you can take with it what you will. I'm not proud, all right? I'm not proud.
That actually is probably where Dr. Mike would have gone. I feel like if we had Dr. Mike, that's what
This
he
was
would have.
the Cardi B and
We're all
Megan
in
Thee
quarantine.
Stallion.
We're all in quarantine.
Yeah.
No, we
Yeah.
need some I don't. I'm just gonna stop talking.
Beautiful artwork for the podcast only people. Please
Yes.
check it out. She did a great job.
Yeah. All right,
yeah.
Shannon, this one, it seems like you had this one a mile away.
I just want to say how disappointed I am that Steven, I feel like we're on the same team now. I'm willing to throw Akiva's questions. Like
Great. I'm willing for that.
But no, and then I say over and over, say penis, and you get the and you weren't gonna go there.
It's a layup.
And it just it was I went penis. And I'm at my parents' house, so I'm just gonna
burn it. Throw the paper away.
I'm
have a shredder?
Shannon, this is great. This is great for. I knew it. I knew it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Those
Couldn't
were
have been clearer.
a connection. Yeah.
Akiva had 5, got up to a hot start. Steven now has 3 on a 3-0 run. All right, Jason. Dr. Mike thought RAANAP was for Robin Cubanita blank.
Yes, I feel like there is only one answer to this. Steven, I understand your thought process, but you got to kind of throw the thoughts out the window with this game. I also need to go with a big old lovely penis.
Penis. Okay. All right. That makes it 5-4. Steven could tie it here with Brian Scally. Rob and Akiva need a blank, according to Dr. Mike.
All right. So I was really debating how much do I want to hold up a sign that says penis on the internet for now, but I also went with it's a medical term. We're good.
Yes.
Penis.
Okay. And we are tied.
Wow.
Steven has come all the way back.
I did get some advice from Keeve on that one, so I do feel like there was a little bit. There might be an asterisk by this.
Even don't. Why?
Yeah.
You really nailed it. With,
I want the
Stop trying to lose the game, Steven. Stop trying to lose the game.
Okay. All right. We have 2 questions left. Okay. And I will give the option now to Akiva. All right.
Yeah.
Would you that I gave Steven to play or pass to start the game. All right. Akiva, would you like question number 1 or question number 2?
Just give me the one that requires no institutional knowledge. Give Steven the one that requires no institutional knowledge of the show, and give me the other one.
I'll ask again. Would you like question number 1 or question number 2?
Fine. 1.
Okay. All right. Question number 1 for Akiva. All right. This is from Robbie Freeman. Charlie Chester loved to rank things so much.
How much did they love to rank things?
Charlie Chester loved to rank things so much until his wife found him ranking her blank. Charlie Chester loved to rank things so much until his wife found him ranking her blank. Okay, this is for Akiva. All right, here we go. Charlie Chester loves to rank things so much until his wife found him ranking her blank. Tied 5-5 in a climactic Round number 5. I don't know what our tiebreaker is going to be.
Yeah. Wow. I
Okay.
don't want to say the wrong thing. Angered Dr. Jen here.
Okay. All right. Akiva. Charlie Chester loves to rank things so much until his wife found him ranking her blank.
You know, there's a lot of directions you could go here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, you know, she's a classy lady. I'm going to say friends, ranking her friends.
Ranking her friends. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Let's start with Puya. Puya, Charlie Chester. He loves to rank things so much until his wife found him ranking her blank.
It's a very good answer by Akiva. I wish I would have thought of it. I would have written it down. I ended up going a
That
different
might be a
direction.
real spreadsheet. He might have that one.
Oh, no
That's
question.
it's true. Could be a hidden folder somewhere.
Steven would not like it, but Chester definitely has it. Okay.
So I know that she is an intelligent woman,
Sure.
more intelligent than Chester. Shots fired, maybe. I don't know. But her knowledge on various topics.
Okay. All right. Jenny. Charlie Chester loves to rank things so much. So his wife found him ranking her blank.
Okay, so there's so many, like literally this could be an endless answer. Like you could rank literally anything.
Yeah.
We know
Is that true,
Dr.
Steven?
Jen. Well, I think,
You should rank nothing. No.
but it's like the sort of thing that you could literally rank any grouping of things. But I went down a similar road as Puya. We know that Chester's wife is Dr. Jen. I said her doctoral publications.
Okay.
Publish or perish.
Sorry, Keith.
All right. Maggie.
It's all right.
I don't know who either of these people are. So I didn't
Charlie
have,
Chester.
I didn't have like a strong feeling. And I felt like I hadn't been doing my job as a match person, because I think I've only matched one thing. So I was trying to do a layup, just an average. Like I'm thinking back to my match game days when I watched when it was on in the 70s. What could a man rank of his wives? So I said her cooking.
Cooking.
I don't know.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right.
That's not bad.
Shannon. Charlie Chester
I
loves to rank
fear,
things so much. His wife found him ranking her blank.
I fear between saying penis as most of the words I've said on this podcast and how normal everyone's answers have been compared to mine, I'm going to come across in this podcast as slightly unhinged. The RAANAP audience doesn't know me very well, and it makes me scared about how I'm coming across. I said boobs. There's two of them. You can rank them. And again, I'm at my parents. So
Short list.
Left one's better than the right.
Yeah.
We got penis and we've
Shred
got
that.
boob in the
I missed
garbage
again.
at Shannon's parents.
It's not in the garbage. It's slightly
Yeah.
next to the garbage.
Shannon,
Okay.
I've never thought to rank
You're going to get
my
a call
boobs.
tomorrow.
Now I'm insecure.
Oh, I definitely have a favorite.
Man,
I don't. Am I weird?
You gotta think about it.
All right. I'll come back to you guys. I'll report back my
Look,
findings.
it's not a long ranking. It's not like a
It's easy.
30-person tier list Tuesday
Steven,
like Puya would
I never
do.
agreed
There's
with
one of them
you
too.
before today. Steven was on to something. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Jason.
arbitrary and reductive, but it's something. Look, ask Chester if he has a spreadsheet. Just ask.
Okay. All right. Jason.
Okay. So like the others have said, it's a very broad question. A lot of things you get right. I did think about meals and cooking and all that, but I really hate to do this since we are ops. So I put friends attractiveness.
Oh,
Is that, are we counting that? I
yeah.
think that
This
that's,
is like a
yeah.
cream cheese
Yeah.
bagel
Unquestionably
thing. I don't
got
know. I don't know.
Yes.
Because what else is
all
he
right.
ranking?
Yeah, that's my implication. It's not friends cooking.
Or like how friendly
How
they
nice
are.
they were.
I
Yeah.
feel like
What do you think, Steven?
Friends is open
Oh,
ended.
yeah. That's definitely. That's good.
yeah.
Steven, what are you doing to us? We're a team.
All right. Brian Scally. One
All right.
more chance for Akiva to get a point in this game.
I also thought of many different things. I didn't want Shannon to be all by herself with a little more
you.
of
Thank
the blue
you.
answers. I went with a different P word though, and went performances.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Well done.
All right.
What does he keep a
So,
notebook?
all right. More of a 32 fans talk. Yeah. Okay. All right. So,
Oof.
Steven, you
Yeah.
are down by 1 point.
This is wild. So
If
we know
you
that
get-
I'll get Shannon right, and then we gotta
If you can
pick
get
up another
two
okay.
matches in this round, you will win the match game.
Wow, that's wild.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. High
But-
stakes.
I cannot take the pressure of this.
High stakes. Okay. You will get this question written by Sarah Carradine.
All right, Sarah.
Okay.
I feel good about a question from Sarah.
Yes. Okay. Shut Up Tim is so obsessed with his favorite movie, Shrek.
How
obsessed is he?
obsessed is he? Thank you, Stephen. Finally.
Yeah.
That Donkey is the new name of his blank.
Oh, come on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Shut Up Tim is so obsessed with his favorite movie, Shrek, that Donkey is the new name of his blank. See, I have my Shut Up Tim, Shrek.
He really is obsessed with
cookie
Shrek.
jar. Yeah.
No, shut up, Tim.
Do you
I
have
have a
cookies in
question,
there?
Rob.
Yes.
And it's about Shrek's teeth.
Yes. What about them?
Is it a crown situation that we've got, or those veneers? Like, I just don't understand.
That's a bit of a visual question. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, it's got a nice, nice set of choppers over for Shrek. Okay. All right. Steven, Shut Up Tim is so obsessed with his favorite movie, Shrek, that Donkey is the new name of his blank.
Well, as I said, I set out when I came on this podcast not to do anything blue, not to do anything
green.
risque, and I feel like I am being undermined at every opportunity.
You can say whatever you want.
I'm saying penis because that's clearly the answer here. He named his penis Donkey.
I mean, he could have
Steven, you have a daughter. You have a daughter.
True.
as well. She's in the
All
next
right.
room.
You need two
Yeah?
matches.
She can probably
Steven.
hear you. Just
You
think
need
about
two
it.
matches.
Yeah. Do you
all
want?
right.
Do you want a Shannon, her parents situation where like 20 whatever years from now, she's throwing things on the floor with bad words?
All right. Let's go to Puya and see if Puya has one of those matches for you. Shut Up Tim is so obsessed with his favorite movie, Shrek, that Donkey is the new name of his blank. Puya.
I want nothing more than for Steven to lift this crown. So bad. We were in the same region, but different areas. I went with his butt, aka his badonka donkey.
Oh, that's great. That's much better.
Badonka donkey.
Wow. Oh God.
Badonka donkey.
Embarrassed. That's fantastic. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Jenny. You know Shut Up Tim.
I
that
do.
He's so
What a
obsessed with his
guy.
favorite movie Shrek that Donkey is the new name for his blank.
So it's very interesting because I had the exact same thought as Puya, but I was thinking I'm making a donkey joke as in ass. And then I literally thought badonk, badonkadonk. But ultimately I know what Shannon was trying to instill into Steven. There was a message. I felt like he was finally getting it. And so, yeah, it's penis.
Okay.
We got a match, baby.
All right.
Tie ball game.
All right, Maggie.
Well,
Shut
I,
Up
for
Tim's
one,
so
am
upset.
horrified at all of your answers.
I remember what you drew.
You know, we're not raunchy over here. So I said his 4-month-old daughter.
Oh.
You never said the name of your daughter. I thought maybe her name would be Donkey. I don't know. Trying not to be disgusting.
All right. Shannon.
Steven needs 1 point to win, right, Rob?
You were the person that after 40 years on television hacked the match game. You came up with the emergent gameplay. Was it enough to win the game for Steven Fishback?
I'm gonna filibuster because it's a big moment, and I want to say this is my biggest strategic contribution to RHAP.
Mhm.
I want to say that I didn't expect to come on this morning and coach Steven how to win match by saying penis a lot. I want to say I didn't expect to say penis as much as I'm currently saying. And I can't stop. And I want to say, how sad would it be if he needed the game-winning point for something that could theoretically be penis, and I didn't say penis? That would be so sad.
So sad.
So I said,
Oh shit!
and as
Yes.
that,
Oh,
I
I
will be
knew it! Oh my
throwing
god!
that-
Yes.
You
could have
We
just
have that
uncrumpled
for those listening on the
the other
podcast.
one.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, you could have uncrumbled the other one. That's a good point.
Yes.
Waste the
Spit it
paper.
out.
Waste
It
of
is
paper.
far away from me.
Steven
It
is the
on
winner of the
floor.
match game. Jason, what did you have?
Wow.
Since Steven can't shut up about the word penis, I did say penis.
Yes.
Look at the layout.
Thank you. That's
Layout.
exactly. That's what I want the narrative
And-
takeaway to be from
Yes,
this.
and
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, that'll do, donkey. I said.
Yes. Okay.
I do think.
So-
Such a good
I do-
strategy.
Yes.
Foolproof.
I do
Yes.
think, Rob, if that was the first question of the day, maybe would have gotten 2 or 3 of those, and not, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Once we like established that was the word of the day, it was
It
hard to
built.
break out of that.
Built.
Because
Yeah.
people could
I-
have said like
True.
the kid, named the kid donkey. You know,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was
know,
thinking
but
kid. I mean, I think that, being the like someone on the panel who's basically like a judge shouldn't be breaking the game, saying say this word over and over. That's possibly cheating.
Yeah, that's never happened before on the show. So it was a little bit of a curveball.
Did we win or did we lose? We won.
Yes. Yes. If you invite
Who's we?
Shannon on a game, she's gonna break the game. Okay.
It's
gonna
like
make it
a Ben
unpleasant for
Driebergen
everyone.
victory. He's got
Yes.
$1 million. Is there a question mark by his name? Maybe.
Yeah. All right.
We got $1 million. We did it.
Yeah.
Steven, congratulations.
Wow.
You won the match game.
Well
And Akira,
done.
what were the
This is amazing.
stakes that he wins
Rob's
the title?
He's now the knowingest know-it-all, and he's merging that with Rob's favorite co-host. Then he's got both belts.
My God, the 2 belts.
When did you win Rob's favorite co-host? Is it
Well, it was
That was the
unfair, you know,
default.
It was
That was the
vacant
default.
today. It was vacant
Yes.
today.
okay.
I told Booyah you could come on next year. You could challenge me, but I don't have the belt anymore. You have to do it
Oh
on
my
the
God.
podcast. now.
Someone's going to have to do the tour of the podcast to win both
Mhm.
belts. Yeah.
To win
If
all the
anyone ever
belts.
wants to unite them again.
Yes. Steven, congratulations on your match game victory. Steven, what else is going on for you these days?
Fatherhood. It's like a blur. Just trying to keep the baby alive. That's
Like
it.
Akiva's
That's it.
webcam. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I apologize to my webcam. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steven, since I talked to you, that you had a short story released also. Could you tell people
Oh,
how
yeah.
to check that out?
Yeah, it's at One Story. Actually, let me make sure what the URL is. It is one-story. That's ONE. Spell it out, not the
Mhm.
letter one. Dash
Yes.
story. STORY.com. COM. And it's about has-been reality TV contestants and their sad lives, which I
Mhm.
feel like I'm an
Steven-
expert on.
So if we went through and read it, do you think that we could figure out which people you're talking about in the story?
There were people were inspired. It wasn't supposed to be one-to-one. There were obviously, some people were inspired by others. Yeah.
Shannon's going to read
You're not
the
in there if
story.
you're asking. Is it?
Yeah, Shannon's going to read the story and figure out exactly who's who by the end of the day.
Yeah.
I definitely want to read it. I'm gonna.
There's somebody there named Tabby Korea.
Okay. And then, Steven, this was so great to have you here on the match game.
Well, it was great when I won. Until that point, it was a little bit nerve-wracking, but it was a delight to. No, it was a delight. Thank you so much. For having me on. This was. And
I love
thank
how
you-
competitive Steven is. Like he loves win. He's like a nice guy, but he loves winning.
Yeah, playing the game is fun, but obviously winning at the end is, the point. It's the point of the game.
He's 5% as competitive as Shannon, who would like cut people's throat off to win this game. He's not even playing.
Yeah.
Am I ever getting invited back onto another competition show?
No,
on
you were
RHAP?
great. You were great.
Yes.
We just
Yes.
have to unhack the game first before we.
Now
have
you
Mhm.
understand why I was so upset that I knew nothing about Tom Hanks. You understand that I lie awake at night thinking about it.
You even
It was
got
9
COVID
months
in your
ago.
country. You should know more about him. But all right.
Yeah, well, I knew that. There was no question about how he got COVID here. If the country had been if the question had been what country did Tom Hanks get COVID in, I could have got that.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And Akiva, I mean, to be fair, the episode of Match Game you sent us did have the answer penis like on multiple
In fairness,
questions.
that's
You made
every
it
episode
pretty
of Match
easy
Game.
to break.
I think that's
into-
every
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, I think it's every episode.
That's my
Okay,
experience
I
with
wonder-
Match Game.
I want to thank Akiva for sending me an episode with Kirstie Alley and Chris D'Elia in it. That was fantastic.
It's the only,
I-
it's the
I
only one on YouTube.
Yeah.
I messaged
only full
Akiva today and I said, wow,
Oh.
Chris D'Elia's not aging well here.
Can I want to ask a question about that episode. So there was one question that said, that Mary Poppins works at a tiki bar. She puts blank in the drink. And they felt very strongly that it was umbrella. Was anyone
Yeah.
else thinking spoonful of sugar? Like, surely?
My
Not
brain went
peanuts.
there first. No, I
Yeah.
thought sugar.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Phil said umbrella. And I said, yes, it's a tiki bar, of course.
All right, well,
Right.
we're really
I
in the
thought that.
weeds of the match game episode on YouTube.
On YouTube,
Everyone
yeah.
watched
That
it.
we
Well,
all
now we-
watched. Yeah, we watched it though.
All right. So we have a mailbag coming up. Steven, that I assume you're going to run, right?
Well, I'll stay on for a few minutes, and then
Oh.
if there's crying in the background, I'll jump
okay.
off. Yeah.
Okay.
From,
All right,
from my
then.
wife. Yeah.
So that anybody is welcome to join for the RAANAP mailbag, or if anyone wants to take a moment to say goodbye, this is a great time to do it. All right.
Wow, what pressure on everyone
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we're coming back with the RAANAP mailbag right after this.